Hey, as I slowly peel away everything. All right, well, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're at. Um, Pardon me as I cough. Welcome to this post Valentine's Day. Here we are, February 15th. It is a lovely 54 degrees here in Las Vegas. Supposed to hit a high of 65. So it's kind of warming up a little bit. And I want to thank you all for being here. We've got a few people in here now. Looks like we've got Jolie. Thank you so much. Bonnie Thompson says hi. Bonnie says, I need jokes. Humor today. I'm angry. If only I knew some jokes. Damn it. I don't have enough jokes. But thank you for being here anyhow. Here at the old, looks like we're at some sort of a truck lot where trucks, RVs, and trailers can park, but no autos, please. No automobiles. We do not allow for automobiles here. This is truckers only. Here on this beautiful day. I'm still eating my breakfast, so guys, I know this does not look good, but I'm so sorry. I just finished up, almost finished up a bowl of Lucky Charms. And I got some toast. I had some orange juice earlier. And of course, the good old coffee. All right, guys, so how did your guys' day go yesterday and since we last spoke? There's Seha, says, my brain hurts, just finished watching the Fani Willis hearing. I didn't watch that. How did that go? Did they say, oh, wait a minute, you're entitled to have a life, so case dismissed. You're entitled to, if you want to have a relationship with someone and go on a trip, you're allowed to do that. This is America, right? This clearly is just the the Trump lawyers and Trump just trying to do whatever they can to delay the inevitability. You hear the jets? I do live near the airport. I mean, it's a few miles away, but the flight path goes right over the overhead. So we will be hearing some jets flying by. But yeah, these are just delay tactics, of course, because Trump, he's trying to slow everything down that he can. But he's looking at 91 counts altogether with all these other cases he has going. They know that eventually one of those is going to stick. And it's going to be pretty hard for him to get elected, I think, if he gets convicted. I mean, but you never know. So there's AJ. Hey, AJ. I don't know if you're any relation to AJ, the other AJ, the trucker. But anyhow, thanks for being here. Don't believe I've seen this name on here before. So hello to you. Thanks for being here. AJ says, is that Fani Willis trial has not even gotten to the defense yet, and the prosecution hasn't even brought up a whole piece of relevance? Yeah, because they can't. They won't be able to. Pisces Greeter is here. Thanks for being here, Pisces Greeter. Good to see you. Let's see, everyone's saying hi to each other. AJ says, TK, seems like you are at work often. There's Ask. Hi, TK. Now, Ask, I'm just looking, okay. Well, yeah, thanks for being here, Ask. And AJ says, A lawyer merchant has not made a total hold anywhere in the side of this case. Toe hold. Has not made a toe hold. Yeah, just remember, these are all delay tactics, distractions, whatever they can do to try to delay the process. But I know, and you know, and we all know, that Donald Trump is just one big crime machine. He's just one big grifter, con man. He's a wannabe mob boss. He thinks he's a mob boss, and he talks in those kind of terms. And he was caught dead to rights on that telephone call to Georgia, to the Georgia was AG or whatever it was, trying to, in so many words, get them to get those votes he only needed, 1,180 votes or whatever it was. And so he's totally, he's fucked. He's totally fucked. Anyhow, okay, so we'll see how that goes. We'll see how it turns out. But like I said, it's basically just delay tactics, because he probably knows that he's going to go he's going to be guilty. But anyhow, I just want to say welcome back to everybody. Welcome back to my channel. Thank everyone for being here. And we're just gonna shoot the shit and see where it goes. Last show we talked a lot about beer. We've had other shows we talk about bugs and animals and stuff, so you just never know. Today we're starting off, we're talking about some real interesting stuff. We're talking about this trial case here. Hey, Rose Blake, thanks for being here. Thanks for stepping on in over here at the truck lot. We see we got a truck back there. That might have been my truck. I'm trying to see, was that mine? I don't know. Probably was. It's probably my trailer. I don't know. I can't really see what's in front. Maybe if I get rid of these stupid pictures here. That looks like, I'm trying to see what tractor's in front of that. Anyhow, I got a nice RV there. Here at this truck lot. And having some coffee. Of course, the other big news, there's so much, I guess, but yesterday we had another one of those damn shootings, and I saw this meme. I thought this was kind of interesting. This here, I don't know if I should put this over here, but it was kind of interesting because, to me, what have I been saying on this show for quite a while now? I've been saying, stop electing Republicans. And this meme has it right here. And it says, if you want to stop mass shootings, stop electing Republicans. Now, that might not be 100% true. Let's just say we stop electing Republicans, and we've got majorities of Democrats in the House and in the Senate, and we've got the White House. And let's say there's going to be a mass shooting, and someone's going to say, hey, look, we stopped voting for Republicans, and it's still happening, and it may happen. But the point is, is I believe anyhow, if you have Democrats that are getting through gun safety laws and getting through assault weapon bans and things of this nature, the number of mass shootings is going to drop way down. Okay, you might not ever get anything down to zero, but I do believe that if we actually had some, Congress people and a White House that really gave a damn, we would actually see some action being taken instead of just being like the Republicans. This is sitting on your hands and just saying, these little sayings, that they like to say, good guy with a gun will stop a bad guy with a gun, and all this kind of crap. And they don't do anything, Hey, there's 56 Nick Rich is here. Thanks for being here. Got a thumbs up. Make sure you hit the thumbs up, likes, and subscribe. Since Nick Rich put that thumbs up in there, that reminded me to say that. AJ says, if you were rock climbing, she would not have successfully placed a whatever those things are called. Python, is that what it's called? Those little things? Python. Yeah. Bonnie Thompson says, hey, I have a totally rational question. Does Nevada get visited by aliens a lot? I believe it does. I have seen UFOs here. So it was right by Area 51. So, I didn't see actual aliens, but I saw the UFOs that could be, or could have been, or, could be just Earth made, or it could have been out of the Earth made, otherworldly. I don't know. It was like nothing I'd ever seen before. So, but you never know what kind of secret kind of aircraft they have or whatever. Anyhow, AJ says, besides the lawyer who brought the case, Rosebrick says, Jolie, is that John in the picture? Why are you asking Jolie? Why do you ask me? Those little pictures of me in the suit with the flowers, those were AI renditions, so I could understand the confusion. Like, is that really him? Well, no, it was like it's this AI thing, and I just did that because it was Valentine's Day and it was flowery and stuff like that. 70B2 says, hello everyone at Truck Stop. Hey, 70B2, thanks for stopping by. Big Hook's here, says, what's up, Jolie, you Hoosier from Igloo Central in the Great White North. I tried to say happy Valentine's Day, but the Hal chat died, eh? Yeah, another Valentine's Day massacre attempt, sad. Now, was that the one you're talking about? Is that the KC shooter or the Joel Osteen one? Or was that, because the Joel Osteen one, was that actually on Valentine's Day? I get them. I can't keep them all straight. And then, of course, we had the Kansas City Chiefs victory parade, and there was a shooting there. And it just goes on and on and on, right? Tim Farrell says, hi, gang. So, hey there, Tim Farrell. Thanks for being here. Good to see you. Always good to see you. There's Seha again, saying hi to Big Hook. Take off, eh? We have a lot of Canadians in the chat. And just remember, Canadians are nice people, too. They may be a little strange, but, we still love them. We still love them all the same, so. No, I'm just kidding. Thanks to my Canadian friends for being here. Let's see here. A lot of greetings. I'm kind of skipping down from that, just to save time, because I do get behind in the chat. So, Rose Blake says, I asked Jolie because you were speaking, John. Well, okay. I got it. I got you, Rose Blake. I get it. Big Hook, ice on my wings. Say hi. Hi, Teresa. And there's Joe B. Joe B in the house saying hello. Hello, Joe B. Don't believe I've ever seen Joe B. So thank you for being here. Thank you so much. And we can do one of these here. Thank you so much for being here. To all of you, to Joe B, a new face, new name, and to everyone else. Thank you so much. I do appreciate you being here. Rose Blake says, there was a shooting of 3 police officers in D.C. also. So it just keeps on going, isn't it? And then 56 Nick Rick says, blame us for everything. It's all the Canadians' fault. No, not really. I'm just joking with you, Nick Rich, and all you Canucks, just joking around with you. Because if it's one thing that can be said about the Canadians is they have a sense of humor. So, yeah. And then I know one of you is going to send me a list of all the comedians that have been big stars. We don't need to do that. We know the list. Okay. Joe B, first time watching. Well, thank you so much. Joe B, how'd you hear about the show and all that good stuff? Like to know how people are finding the show. We're at 1,449, I think. I was at 1,450 subscribers, and somebody unsubscribed me, so we need to pick that one up. let's make that back. Let's get those subs going. But what do you guys think? Do you think that if we stopped electing Republicans, do you think there would be a difference? Would it make a difference to say if since this is basically a two-party system, if you're not electing Republicans, you're going to be electing more Democrats. Maybe a few independents sprinkled in here and there. I don't know, but so basically, what that's saying is that you'd have Democratic control in the House and in the Senate and in the White House. You would be down the line eventually getting more Democratic, SCOTUS and things like that, things of this nature. Do you guys think that would make a difference? Would it make a difference, or would it just be the same old thing, same old? Let me know what you guys think, because you know my opinion. I just kind of said it a few minutes ago, so I've probably tainted your opinions, maybe. Let's see, we got Kellahella. Hey, Kellahella's here. Kellahella, thanks for being here. Good to see you. Nick Rich says we've got thick skin too. Well, there you go. That's important. That's important. Tim Farrell says, KC, 1,000 cops with guns. I guess we needed more good guys with guns to stop one bad guy with a gun. Tell me again, it's not gun law problems. And I saw this video where it was just some bystanders that actually took down at least one of the shooters. I mean, they tackled the guy, and they didn't have guns or anything. And all these cops, I mean, I'm not putting, this isn't really a thing to put down the cops, but what we're saying is it's not like everyone should just be strapped, and it's going to solve the problems. It'll make things worse, actually. 70B2 says, laughing out loud, my cat is sleeping with her head on the edge of the water bowl. Cats are so funny, aren't they? Thanks for being here, Stephanie B2. I think I already said hi to you, right? But thanks anyhow. You get a double hi, a double welcome. You get a double welcome back to my channel, or something of this nature. Pisces Reader says, Tim Farrell, I believe we also have mental people having guns and gun problems. Well, yeah, and that's part of the thing about these gun safety laws, that we would have, red flags put into it. We would have these universal background checks. And if there were people that were deemed to be, a danger to themselves or to others due to, a mental issue they were going through, then they wouldn't be able to purchase a gun. But we don't really have those in place, I don't think. Not universally, anyhow. Big Hook says, at least stop production of and sale of assault weapons if we put a ban on them. Yeah, I agree. We don't need those. And then then the gun nuts will come on and say, define assault weapon and all this kind of shit. Well, you know what? I don't really have to. It's already been defined. They had assault weapons ban in effect back in the 90s. It ran for about 10 years. I think 95 to what was it? Well, anyhow, Bush, W let it lapse. And during that 10-year period, and they had it laid out what assault weapons were, so you could basically just copy that old assault weapons ban. And, they saw over that 10-year period, the amount of mass shootings just dropped precipitously. So, I think we need to bring that back. Tim Farrell, if only Kyle Rittenhouse was there. Yeah, he would have stopped him. Oh, yeah. Joe B says, your live stream just popped up on YouTube recommended. Oh, okay. Well, that's cool. Well, I'm glad you clicked on it. Thanks for being here. Bonnie Thompson says, I unsubscribed, but I re-upped. I was cleaning out channels I don't watch. Oh, so you weren't watching my channel, so you unsubbed me, but now you're back, so welcome back. Welcome back, and make sure you sub and stay subbed. I don't do that. I don't do that cleaning out thing because I feel like it can hold as many subs as it's almost like infinite. You know, it's not gonna like do anything, I don't think. But anyhow, that's just me. You know, that's how I am. And the only reason I would unsub someone is if I really found their content to be really offensive. So I guess that's why if I see my number go down, I think, oh God, what did I do? I must have really pissed somebody off. Because my first reaction is, oh, someone doesn't like me. And I'm like, oh boy, what did I do now to piss somebody off? And I'm just going back. I think this thing scrolled by me here. Julie says, welcome to the truck stop. Joe B. Seha says, big hook. Y'all don't mess with pistols. They just piss the bears off, huh? Grab the 800 mag. Boy, that's some gun talk there. AJ says, choose not to let Republicans or not allow your Republicans to run. Well, I don't know about that, not allowing them to run. This is a free country. They can run if they want, but just don't vote for them. Big Hook says, just trying to keep my spirits up, Jolie. The everyday chaos is a bit of a downer. Just, do, one day at a time. Sometimes you got to just go 1 minute at a time, just, and I always think, just get through it. Whatever the bad thing is, just get through it. You'll get to the other side and you'll get through it. You just got to just keep on keeping on, Hey, there's Narayan L. Thanks for coming by. I've seen you in here before. Thank you so much for coming on back. It says bad guys don't ask which one of you is a good gun guy before they start some shit. So how exactly can you preemptively stop anything without reading minds? Yeah, I guess that's a good point. You can't read minds. But I guess what they're saying is, like, these gun people is like, okay, so some guy with a gun is going to start shooting people. So there's going to be a few people going down no matter what at that point. And then the good guys with the guns will somehow take out the bad guy with the gun, and then the fun just ensues, I guess. Joe B says, what do you think of Putin saying he wants Biden to win the election? Well, I didn't hear that. I have not heard that, Joe B. That's news to me. But if he said that, then it must be some sort of psyop. I'm thinking, I don't know. But I didn't hear that. I haven't heard that. Kellahella says, has TM found himself in YT timeout again? I don't know who TM is, by the way. So, sorry. Joby, mind tricks. That was kind of my reaction, right? Like psyops. So, Ask says Rumble is into powers lapping. Powers lapping? I don't know what that is. Ask. Oh, and there's Tim Farrell. That is not enough. The problem is people should not be allowed to carry guns in public. So many cops shooting people because they either have guns or cops reasonably assume everyone is carrying one. I kind of have mixed emotions or mixed feelings about not being able to carry a gun. Now, we do have the Heller decision, and we do have, where Alito basically took charge on that decision. I believe it was Alito. and I believe it was Heller, and he basically said that we do have a right, somehow, I don't know how he got this out of the Second Amendment, but he did basically say that everyone has a right to self-protection. And I kind of agree with that. I don't think that's what the Second Amendment says, but I do agree with that sentiment. And so I think if people want to carry, there's none of this First Amendment carry bullshit. I mean, I think there are it seems like to have a concealed carry permit, or even an open carry permit, if they have, I guess they have that too. I think the background check for that is pretty good. And if we had, I think if we had that kind of a background check on everything, and then maybe people could carry. But I think there would be. I don't really like people going around with AR-15s. So that's why we need the assault weapon ban. But yeah, I mean, I think that if you want to carry a gun, I think you need to have a carry permit, whether it's concealed or open carry. And I think there should be a limit on what you can carry. You can't carry a bazooka or whatever, or a Tommy gun. So I think for people who want to carry, the emphasis should be on passing really stringent universal background checks. And I think there should be training, like passing a test, just like when you get a driver's license and you have to pass a driver's test. And then you have to, then when you renew, you're not really doing your driver's test, but you take written tests and things. So I know there should be always, it should be something like that maybe, but I don't know. Hey, there's Andrea. Andrea says hi. Thanks for stopping by, Andrea. And I believe, I didn't check, but I believe we are multi-streaming. Let me just check real quick. If we're on Facebook, let's see if it worked, because I did have a little trouble. I'm glad you guys found me, because I think I started the stream. I think I somehow stopped the stream and then was able to get it right back again. But anyhow, it looks like Facebook is up. No one ever watches on Facebook, it seems like, which is okay. I really do prefer YouTube, but I thought I would go ahead and just put that up anyhow, just in case any of my family friends, because basically on Facebook it's mainly like my family and friends and things of this nature. And then Twitch, I got to see if Twitch is working. Let me just check this real quick. Over here on Twitch, I got to switch to creator mode, and it looks like Twitch is going on. It says there's one viewer over there on Twitch. So I don't know if I'm going to keep doing these multi live streams, because I don't really know how they work. I mean, I know how they work, but it just seems weird, like getting the word out on these other things, and it's just kind of too much for me to do all at once, But anyhow, they are up and running. It looks like Twitch and Facebook is running, as well as Facebook. As well as YouTube. So anyhow, I just thought I'd do a quick check on that. Andrew says hi. Nick Rich says my subscription list is massive, over 100 since December 14. Look at there. Look at you, Rich, you little crazy sub person. I don't know what I'm trying to say. So greetings, everyone saying hi. Mad Max here says Slava Ukraini. Absolutely. Mad Mac here. Thank you for being here. I'm going to just say thank you so much for being here. And make sure that you subscribe to the channel. Like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Let's see. AJ says, complacent, bored with logical chaos is much more exciting. Let's give that a try. Terry Pratchett, Discworld. I'm not familiar with that. I don't believe. Andrea is listening and working. Well, there you go. All right. Well, don't work too hard. Andrea says it's crazy work day, so I guess she will be working hard. All right. Well, try not to get too crazy with it. Bonnie Thompson says 56 Nick Rich. I get notified every time someone posts, and it get annoying when I'm playing a game. That's true. That can get annoying, but still, hit the notification button so you don't miss a single second of this. Big Hook says, hi, Andrea, mother of Mod Stomper of Trolls and Fire Marshal of Hats Chat. Yesterday was crazy. Of Hats Chat. How's Chat? I think I need new glasses. Sorry about it. How's Chat, of course. Hats Chat. Who's Chat? Who's Hat? Have you guys been to Hats Chat? I've heard Hat's pretty good, though. Let's see. We got, hey, there's Catriona Divine. First time watcher. Well, thank you so much, Catriona. Let's see. Let's get you one of those. Thank you so much for being here. And make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and what? Oh, wait, I already said subscribe. Like, subscribe, and share. Thanks for being here, Catriona Divine. Good to see you. Mad Max says, I'd rather have one and not need it than need one and not have it. I'm not, we talking about a gun or something like that? Sayo says, I've seen 40 cal pistols with 36 round clips and one in the pipe easier to conceal than an AR-15. Well, I guess we could have, you know, clip size restrictions. You know, and anything that makes it like almost like any kind of a device or whatever that makes it almost like a full auto, or you know, or even a semi where you can just beep, 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 where basically it's a fast trigger finger and it's almost like a full auto. You know, I think we need to. That's the type of things that we need to look at and have clip a restriction on the clip size. You know, I think some people have said, you know, keep it at 8 or something. I don't know. I'm not sure what number we would come up with, but 8 would be better than, you know, 36. Now, I don't know. And people are going to say, yeah, people always have these scenarios in their minds, like, what if I need to do this? Or what if I need to do that? Blah, 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 blah. And I'll tell you, I'm not really a gun person, so I don't. I mean, I've fired guns, and I when I was a kid, we owned rifles. We used to go just shooting with our rifles and stuff out in the desert, just shooting shit. We weren't like hunters or anything like that. But and then I've fired handguns and stuff, but I'm not really, you know, an expert on them. I don't, and I haven't fired one in a long, long time. I don't carry them. I don't own them. For a long, long time, I haven't owned anything. You know, other than I used to have a couple rifles that I left in the care of my dad and my brother, and they weren't very responsible with them, and they ended up getting stolen because they weren't responsible with those. Anyhow, Bonnie Tom says, hi, Miss Andrea. Thanks for all you do. Hey, was Wes here? I didn't see. I must have skipped over Wes. Sorry about that, Wes. But there's Wes. Hey, gang. There's old Wes. Thanks for being here, Wes. Didn't mean to skip over you. Thanks for being here. Let's see. Mad Mac. I already did that one there. Bonnie Thompson was saying hi. I'll skip over some of the... Tony Michaels. TM Tony Michaels. I haven't heard... I don't really watch him that much. I'm not that I don't like him, but... he's usually on either when Hal's on or when I'm on, so I don't really watch too much of him. So I haven't heard what's going on with him. Study B2 says, doesn't Florida have open carry with no qualifications? I'm not sure, but I know that places like Florida and Texas and others, they're trying to just say that the First Amendment is your your right to just carry weapons whenever, wherever. You don't need a gun permit or anything like that. The First Amendment is your permit, they're trying to say. So I'm not sure about Florida if they've done that, but it wouldn't surprise me. Rose Blake says, big hook, lots of passion day because of Valentine's. AJ, double super secret. Keith Pollitt, here's so many guns. Hey, Keith Pollitt, thanks for being here. Good to see you. Again, thanks for stopping by. So many guns. We have more guns than anywhere. And we also have more gun deaths, like by a huge, huge margin. I think there is, a lot of people say that's not, correlation is not causation, or causation is not correlation, or however that works. But I think it is. I think it is. When you see how many weapons the Americans own, like hundreds of thousands of weapons, right? And you see how many deaths we have, in the tens of thousands every year. And then the number 2 on the list is like 5, and they don't have a whole lot of weapons. They don't, we are just the gun crazy nation, and we have all the deaths, all the gun deaths that go along with that. So I just think fewer guns, fewer gun deaths. I think it jibes. I think it does correlate. Let's see here. I'm behind. I know I'm behind here. Patrick Greer says, have to go. Everyone expecting an electrician soon, having issues with one of our outlets in the kitchen. Bye, all. Take care. Hugs. Well, thanks for stopping by. You're probably gone already because I think who knows how many minutes I'm behind in the chat, but thanks for being here. Pisces, Greeter, TK, or Teresa, as some of you know her. Bonnie Thompson says, there's too many guns. Keith Pollitt seen pics of families owning 75 plus guns. It's insane. Yeah, they're gun nuts. Rose Blake says, John, what do you think of stun gun for protection? I think stun guns, I think so. I've looked into that too. And I don't know if you guys saw Hal Sparks recently and before, he's shown his non-lethal gun, and it just shoots, it doesn't shoot them, but it shoots like pepper spray balls. And I've actually looked into those way before Hal was even a gleam in my eye. But I've never bought one yet. But when I lived in California, now here's fucking California. I think I went on Amazon and I was looking at non-lethal guns, and they had this gun very similar to the one that Hal was showing the other day, and it said it shot like chlorine balls. It didn't say pepper spray. I think it said chlorine balls or something like that. But I was going to order one, but out of all 50 states, there was only one state that didn't allow that to be shipped to, and that was California. Well, now I live in Nevada, and so I could get one, and I just haven't done it yet. But I've been thinking about getting like a non-lethal gun that shoots pepper sprays or pepper spray balls, and I think those are good. A good way of at least for self-protection. If you hit someone with that, it should. I mean, I don't know if it has the stopping power of a .357 or anything like that. Of course not, but it might chase someone off. It might give you enough time to get away from someone. I think I'd rather have that than, a gun, and then where I accidentally shoot someone that doesn't need to be shot. You know what I mean? So as far as stun guns or these non-lethal weapons, I think that's a good way to go. I think we should explore that more, Big Hook says, until you outlaw gun sales at gun shows and digitalize the gun registry and make things like the ex-boyfriend loophole closed of owning firearms with a restraining order, things won't improve. Well, there's a lot of things that it goes back to stop electing Republicans, because Republicans they're never going to enact anything that's going to restrict gun sales in any way, shape, or form. So to even have a prayer's chance of any of these things that you just mentioned, Big Hook, of ever getting passed, any type of legislation or any type of law, ever getting, approved and passed and put into a law, you're going to have to, we in America down here in the USA, we're going to have to start electing Democrats. Otherwise, it's never going to get done. It's kind of the point. 70B2 says, my stepfather has over 400 guns and rifles. He's a collector and retired judge. Yeah, those collectors, I mean, I guess, it's kind of cool if you've got like an old cowboy rifle and an old 6-shooter, and you put it on display, and you could make them, you could take firing pins out and make them so they don't fire and stuff like that. I guess some people like to collect guns, some people like to collect baseball cards, but I've never seen anyone get killed by a baseball card. I just heard a scream and an airplane. I don't think they're related though. Some little kid is kind of upset. But yeah, so he's a collector, he's a retired judge. But I just think, generally speaking, a lot of what we see, these people that are hoarding weapons, they're not really collectors like they're collecting vintage weapons and and they're putting them on display, or they have this, I mean, they've got like they're building arsenals. I think there's a difference between being a collector and someone who has an arsenal. Sehal says Vickers machine guns are legal to own. I don't even know what a Vickers machine gun is. So, okay, they're legal to own. Maybe they shouldn't be. I don't know. Big Hook say, thanks, Rose. When writing, I fall behind in the chat. And when I read the chat, I fall behind in the chat. So I know I'm behind here. Wes Webb says, listening while walking to the shop. Well, that's good. Get some walking in. Get your steps in. Joe B says, I think if you want to own an assault rifle, you should have to get a note from a therapist or a psychiatrist first. Well, I guess that would go into the universal background checks. And, then, see, I'm not even sure how that works, though, to tell the truth, about reporting if you're under some sort of therapy or whatever. 70B2 says, here in California, hubby had to take a firearm safety course and test for the .38 that he inherited from his dad. Okay, well, I think that's a good idea. I think that sounds like a good idea. Bonnie Thompson says, sorry, Joe B, no civilian needs an assault rifle. And I agree with that, Bonnie. Hey, they're kind of fun, My brother has one, or he had one. This is like 10 years ago. We went out shooting with it. It was kind of cool, but it was also kind of scary. I guess if you're not used to it, I gotta admit, it was kind of intimidating, just to fire it, Surrender Monkey says, I love poo-poos, but they are like pew-pews, but they are seriously illegal here. Oh yeah, Surrender Monkey's in England. Yeah, very hard to get a gun there in England. And I think your gun deaths are per year are like in single digits probably. I don't know. Robert Perez says, howdy doody driver, have a fun day. Hey, Robert Perez, thanks for coming by. Good to see you. Again, you've been here almost every day you come by, so I'm glad to see you again. Tara Taylor says, hey, John and Chatters. Hey, Tara Taylor, thanks for coming here. Big Hook says, gun sales from the back of cars and ghost guns are just insane. Traffic by National Geographic showed the ease and also how we have armed Mexico and South America. Well, let's see. So these ghost guns, yeah. Salesman back of cars. Yeah, well, those all need to be, that's why we have ATF, right? And they need to start doing their jobs and cracking down on that shit. And maybe it's a funding thing, a funding issue, just like some of our border patrol, our border issues are funding related, and we try to get the funding, and then the Republicans don't want to pass the funding. Okay, so Jeff Curry, hey, Jeff Curry's here, our resident comedian, says nerdiest crime ever, Daytona. Two guys got in fight over Xbox. One attacked the other with a samurai sword. That's pretty crazy. I'm not sure how that is pertinent to today's conversation, but okay, whatever. Leave it to Jeff Curry to go off track. Jeff Surrender Monkey says, Bonnie, nope, I live in the UK. Well, I guess I missed the question earlier. Like, oh, do you live in the same country? And he says, no, I live in the UK. Okay, that's funny. Let's see here. Child of God says, come to Jesus and be saved. Well, first of all, thank you, Child of God, for being here. Appreciate you being here. I don't know if I've ever seen you in here before, but thanks so much. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Really do appreciate that. We still have a running goal of trying to get to 1,500 subs, and that goal has been in place for like 2 weeks now. So we need to get those subs up. And if you're already subbed, the best thing you do is keep watching, of course, and hit this share button. And then maybe someone will see it and they'll come on in and go, hey, I think I'm gonna. Oh yeah, Second Amendment. I kept saying First Amendment. Say ha. Thanks for correcting. Why was I saying First Amendment? Ah, Jesus. Yeah, that's the Second Amendment. They keep saying the Second Amendment is their carry. Yeah. Thanks for correcting me. I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah, I know. First Amendment speech. I know. I just I'm embarrassed, and I'm probably turning red right now. I don't know why I said that. Why would I say that? I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. No one knows. But yeah, I know. Sales says only legal open carry in Florida if you're fishing. Oh, it's because you never know. You might just have to shoot that fish. Or maybe shoot an alligator, I guess, if it comes out of the water. Jeff Curry says, daughter has a 11 million volt stun gun, and I got her when she went to college. Well, that could come in handy. Jolie says, vote blue. Doug G says, howdy, Trucker John. Hey, well, hello to you. Howdy back at you, Doug G. Thanks for being here. Good to see you at the truck lot here. Jeff Curry says, every gun I have has put food on table at some point. So you're a hunter, I guess. I take it. Jeff Curry. Surrender Monkey says, I used to be a registered firearms safety and qualified to teach children how to use weapons. I don't know. Surrender Monkey, when you say when you have a history of saying sort of outrageous things, I never know. Now we don't know if you're telling the truth or not. Surrender Monkey says they are well below most countries' levels, but being stabbed is a concern. Yes, it is. It's a concern everywhere. Big Hook says in Canada, if you want to own a gun, you have to have wife, girlfriend, and 3 other people give a character reference, and that's just to start the process. Mental issues are a direct refusal. Well, that's Canada for you. Gene E, hi, from the Bay Area, California. Well, thanks, Gene E, for being here. Good to see you again. Thanks so much for stopping by as we shoot shit here at the truck stop. Jeff Curry says, Big Hook, you have to have a wife and girlfriend? I'm moving to Canada. That's funny. Jeff Curry, here I come, Jolie. Bonnie Thompson is laughing. That was very funny. So I'm laughing, Bonnie's laughing, we're all laughing. And we're not laughing at you, Jeff. We're laughing at your joke. So it looks like I'm all caught up in my chat. So I'm going to take a sip of coffee. Out of my Las Vegas cup. But yeah, we've got a serious problem here with the guns, and I think it needs to be addressed. I don't think just those old tropes of a good guy over the bad guy and all that kind of shit. That shit don't work. I do, I'm kind of more of the, if you want to have a gun, you need to get you need to pass a universal background check. And if you want to carry either open carry or concealed carry, there might be an extra level of testing or whatever to do that. But Nick says filter time. There's Adam Westish. Hey Adam, thanks for being here. I don't know, but it's kind of warm in this room, and I haven't had the heater on or anything. I feel kind of warm in here for some reason. I don't know. But the thing about the filters here is that they're not very good. I mean, all there is the football helmet, and then there's this guy. And we all, I don't know. I mean, he's fine. This guy's fine. I have nothing wrong with him. There's nothing wrong with this guy. He's got the nice purple sparkly beard, and he's sparkly, and he's fabulous, and he likes to be fabulous, and we all love it when he's being fabulous. But it's like, what else? There's nothing else. What else is there? There's not much else on these filters here. Now I understand this is a free app, and so I can't really complain. I guess I can't really complain all that much. But having said that, I guess I'm going to complain because there's not much there. I mean, there's that, or there's the football guy, and we already did that for the Super Bowl. I'm seeing there, and then there's whatever this is. Oh yeah, this is the cold guy. And if I open my mouth, it's like, but I just said how hot it is in here, so this doesn't make any sense because it's not really that cold. I'm not really that cold. I guess I would have to, rely on my acting chops to look cold in here. But so there's the cold guy. So you got the cold guy, you got the purple beard guy, and I think that's about it, and the football guy. And then there's just some things. Here's the mask, and I'm not really wearing a mask anymore because I've been vaccinated, I've been boosted, and although I was thinking about I should maybe wear a mask just so my riders in Uber don't get me sick. Last night, I had a couple people that were coughing and sneezing and sniffling. I'm going, God damn it, you motherfuckers better not get me sick. Because I just went through this. I was really sick in December for like a month. And I was thinking, maybe I should wear a mask. But as we know, the masks are more for me to protect against spreading my disease onto other people. So those people that were sniffling and coughing in back seat, they're the ones that should be wearing the mask. Anyhow, so there's this. What is this? Oh, and I got a thing with like the thing. Yeah, I think I've gone through these before. It's very, very limited. Yeah, we got this guy who got this. Got the hat, and we got the palm trees, and just kicking back. We got that kind of a deal. There you go. King for a day. Here's the Woody hat, it looks like. Got that. There was Santa Claus. Probably should save this one. Something's coming out. It says open mouth. I don't know. Probably should save this one for Christmas, right, guys? I know that's not really appropriate. Look, there's this, but 2023 is over. It's over. Well, can't use that anymore. Why isn't there a 2024? Here's this. If we want to, I guess, promote Prism. That's the app that I'm doing this show from. Oh look, well here's 2024. So it is 2024, and it has some sort of weird collar thing. I don't know if that's supposed to be like a Dracula thing. I couldn't figure this out before. I remember doing this when it has this weird collar thing. I don't know why. It's like it reminds me of something like Dracula or something. It's like, welcome to 2024. Yes, I will be sucking your blood. Oh, so there's that. There's not much there. There's the sunglasses. I already did. Oh wait. So that has also this weird Dracula collar thing too. Apparently. Did I do this one? I don't even know what that is. Some weird little hat that doesn't really fit right, because then I got my big old hat, and, so we are limited. I don't have a cupcake filter, I don't believe. There's this one. I couldn't tell. This is a fancy hairdo, I guess. You know, it's like when I'm gonna go out with my hairdo and dye my hair blonde. What's this one? I don't know what the hell that is. It's okay. It's supposed to be like a scarf thing, apparently. And then what do we got over here? If it were raining, but it's not raining. What's this one? Hey, okay, this is kind of cool. Hey, everybody. You know, so when I got some, you know, you guys like my my lip gloss? I guess I got some fancy shades here with these little dangly things. So, you know, I could do this. I could do the show like this if you want. I'm just being cool. Hey, I remember this one. You guys remember this one? Here I am, I'm rocket in the sky, and there's popcorn falling everywhere. Popcorn, and I'm in my rocket ship. I guess these are just kind of lame, kind of lame-o. Then there's this where you could do like a pixelate. No one. I don't want anyone to see who I am. I'm hiding my identity. This is the unknown trucker coming at you from an undisclosed location, where we will be talking about the dirty underbelly of trucking. Stay tuned, everyone. Hey, I could have used this one. Oh, there's this. These hearts go up. That could have been good for yesterday. Now, what's this? Oh, here's the VW Bug going on out. So that's. Oh, I'm back. I've been exposed. So now you know who I am. So that's basically it with the filters, but we did do some filter fun. I think that was a little bit of filter fun. And I know that Nick Rich, 56, just digs the hell out of that shit. So that was for you, Nick. Let's see here. What did I miss in the chat? Should I go back? Is it worth it? Was there anything worthy of me going back on the chat here? I probably should skip through it. Otherwise, I'll get like a half hour behind. Let's see here. Talking guns. See how this they're talking guns. Should I rattle off a full? Okay, hopefully we're back. I got knocked off there for a second. Mad Max says you are fully qualified to do so, bro. Just don't talk about top secret stuff. Jeff Curry, how's cupcake filter is disturbing? I don't think so. A banana peel. Well, that's what I was thinking. Banana peel or something. I don't know. It's weird. But it looks like, you know, something stylish, I guess. Serena Mugger says, I was a qualified teacher in children's organizations similar to your Boy Scouts, but we had guns and my lessons were ridiculous, but never dull. Guns are safety, safety, safety. Absolutely. Mad Max says, I pity the fool that would stand in front of the coax. Coax? I don't even know what that is. Robert says, damn driver, you look 45 years younger than me. Was that when I had one of those filters on, I suppose? Jeff Curry, Jethro Bodine riding a rocket. Oh, yeah, there you go. Bomax Enterprises. Hey, Bomax. Yes, Little Rocket Man. Looks like Adam Savage. Hey, thanks, Bomax, for being here, by the way. I'm not sure if I saw you here before, so thanks for being here. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and share button for me. If you would do so, that'd be pretty awesome. Rosebeck says, Jeff Curry, hello, why does the cupcake disturb you? Jeff Curry, hey Rose, the eyes. Marty Thompson was laughing. Adam Washington says, cute, I like those. Nick Rich says, thanks, John. That was for you, Nick. Mad Max says, this filter is the worst. Laughing out loud joke. I'm not sure which one that was, but Probably all of them. I don't know. Say how Mad Mac, yeah, pisses his lead right down the side of the main gun. I don't know what that's about. Rose Blake says, Jeff Curry, we were so fired up the cupcake was turning us on. Wow. Okay. Bonnie Thompson says the chat is just bonding and there's some flirting happening. Terry Taylor says, you missed my comment, John. Uh-oh. Okay, Terry. I'm going to scroll back because now I see Terry with, it looks like head exploding and laughing. If I'm reading the emojis right. You know that I'm not a very good emoji person. Was that the one that I missed? There's one that says laughing out loud, Jeff. Darn it, now my eye is starting to sting. And I don't want to rub it with my finger because the people, they say that that's not the right thing to do because then you get the salt from your fingers, the oily, salty, oily fingers get into your eye and then the eye will start to burn. And then so you should just use maybe some sort of napkin or something of this nature. And so that's what I'm trying to do. As you see presently, I'm trying to use the napkin rather than my dirty, oily, salty finger. And now I'm also going to be doing this with the nostrils. Isn't this lovely? Very lovely. I know it's very lovely content as we do with the things here. With the napkins and the nose and the eyes and the runniness and the stinging. It's all there. It's very... Anyhow, Terry Taylor, did I see the right... I saw the laughing out loud and I saw the mind blown. But anyhow, but thanks for being here, Terry Taylor. Good to see you. I'm not sure if I found the one you were talking about, but Wes Webb says at the Aldi's. He's at the Aldi's. Seho says, yeah, Cupcake was on the Rampage last night. And Bonnie Thompson says, Wes Webb, get me some chips, please. Jeff Curry says, Wes, Aldi's has really good carnita packs. Well, alrighty then. Enough said. Rose Blake says, say how, yes, it was. Let's see here. No, before that one. Okay, I'm going back, Terry. Scrolling back. Okay, so there's before that one. Did I see it already? Where it says laughing out loud, Jeff. Was there one before that? Jolie Hart. I see that one. Hi, Jolie. Hi, Pisces. Hey, John and Chatters. I think didn't I see those and didn't I say something about those? Okay, so I don't know. Oh, you know what? Oh, you know what, guys? I committed the cardinal sin. I had it on top messages instead of all messages. And I should know better than that. So I don't know if I missed it because of that. Because I didn't have it set on all messages. Oh, see there? See that probably the most important one that you posted, it didn't even show up when I had it on just top messages. Okay, so here's Terry Taylor. I'm going to read this one because I missed it. It says, how about the over 300 million guns that are already out there offer government buybacks? We certainly need universal background checks and ban AR-15s. Absolutely. I agree, Terry Taylor. And we will probably never, ever, 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 ever see any of that if we keep electing Republicans and give them those majorities in these chambers, whether it's at the state level or at the federal level. But absolutely, I'm all for gun buybacks. It's worked in other places like Australia and things of this nature. And universal background checks and ban AR-15s or have an assault weapons ban. I'm all for all of that. And like I said, you're never going to see it if the Republicans have their way. So to reiterate the message, stop electing Republicans. But thanks. I think it was worth going back for, Terry Taylor. And I'm sorry, I committed the cardinal sin, I guess it is, of not having it set to all messages. Let's see here. Adam Bush says, you sound like my German relatives. Oh, yes, I was doing a bit of a thing with the yeah. Sometimes it just pops out. If I try to actually do that, I can't do it. But if it just pops out, it pops out. That didn't sound right. Big Hook Big says Putin seems to want World War III. And like I said last this show, I said that if Trump gets elected, he will just let Putin run roughshod over Ukraine and into Poland and into Europe, and it'll be World War III all over again. And I thought that was so funny because, you know, I was thinking World War II all over again. But I said it'll be World War III all over again. So yeah, so that was you know, my little. I had to circle back around to that. Mad Max says deja vu, bro. Ha ha. At Adam Westish. Terry Taylor, it was about guns. Yeah, I found it. Say how says Trucker John coax cable. Coax. Oh wait, not cable. Coaxial machine gun on Abrams holds 14,000 rounds of ammo. Okay, fine. Great. I don't know what that. I don't think there's many people going around with Abrams. Are there? I mean, I think that's one thing you can't really buy, right? I don't know. Maybe you can. I don't know. Adam says 14,500 rounds. Rose Blake says Putin is just trying to make Biden lose the election. Biden won't play with him. Come out and play. Is Putin like, Biden, come out and play? Terry Taylor says maybe it's not showing up. I found it, Terry. Well, I'm behind in the chat, so you know I found it. Sale says, Adam Bush says, yep, you carry 4 extra barrels. They will melt. Okay, good to know. Narayan L says, an AR-15 ban will just make everyone go buy a different rifle. That's why I think we need an overall assault weapons ban. You know, not just the AR-15. And they have a whole list of those weapons. And don't ask me what it is. They already have legislation. You can look it up. They have all the weapons listed. You know, so just go look at that list. Jeff Curry says, have 36 caliber musket squirrel gun. It looks like a toy and it's loud. Got to wear a hat. Use it to wave smoke away to see if you hit anything. Well, there you go. Terry Taylor says, it's quite all right, John. Thank you. Well, it was very pertinent. I'm glad I found it because it was very pertinent to today's conversation. And I agree with it. So it even makes it all the better. Big Hook says, I think the old stockpile of nuclear weapons is compromised in Russia and not viable. So Putin has to produce new weapons. Probably. You're probably right. Barney Thompson says, say how you're scary. With all these things about 14,500 rounds and barrels melting. That is scary. Rose Blake says, people in rural areas do need protection, but I'm a klutz. My dad always said the best thing for home protection if you're going to get a gun is a shotgun, and I agree. Get a shotgun. You don't need an AR-15, I don't think, right? I don't know. I think a nice little 12-gauge shotgun, and you can load it with rock salt. Where was I at? I think I kind of did. I miss something here. Seha says, Barney Thompson, that's only one machine gun, and there are 4 on an Abrams tank. Yeah, we're talking about military weaponry, military tank. I don't know what that has to do with like personal gun use. Adam says, Seha is a real tanky. That was funny. Hey, there's La Smooch Arena. Sup? Sup, La Mucherina? Sup with you? Good to see you here. Thanks for being here. Make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and share button. And just thank you so much for being here. Good to see you. It goes out to everybody, but especially to La Mucherina. Rosebank says, homie, don't play that, John. Yeah, homie, don't play that. Mad Max says, Seha has a bumper sticker on his truck that says, my other ride is M1 Abrams tank. That'd be cool. Have that sticker. Adam Weston says, that's the last time I'm taking my M1 Abrams to go to the 7-Eleven with only one barrel. Yeah, you need to have all four, apparently. Bonnie Thompson, laughing at Mad Mac. Bob LeBlanc, do guns. Thank you for being here, Bob, by the way. Don't know if I've seen you here today. I think I've seen you here before, but thanks for coming back. So I think you've been here before, right? So we're going to say welcome back to my channel. Welcome back. Make sure you hit thumbs up and like, subscribe, and share. Bob LeBlanc says, do guns dribble when they peter out? Hi, all. Does this work? I don't know, Bob LeBlanc. I don't know. Adam Ocean says, Bob, apparently they also get all limp. I don't know. I don't know that one either. I think you guys are being silly. Jeff Curry, resident comedian on the Trucker Online live stream. I have lots of guns, but my home protection says Louisville Slugger. I have a tire thumper next to my bed. It basically looks like a little baseball bat, and inside it's wooden, and inside is a lead pipe. So I do have that. If I can get to within swinging distance of someone, of a intruder. But I have home field advantage because I know the layout of my apartment. Bob LeBlanc says, good to see you. Keep on trucking. Love. Thanks later, setting up stuff. So you're already out? You're gone already? Well, thanks for being here. Can you just lurk or something? I don't know. But thanks for coming by. I do appreciate you stopping by. Seha says at Mad Mac, the breech block for the main gun weighs 2,000 pounds. You drop it to clean with a come along. Well, there you go. Seha is just schooling us on the Abrams tank, apparently, and the weaponry and how it all works. I'm losing my voice today. Let's see. Big Hook says panic room in a home is better than any gun if built right. Wait for police. Yeah, but we don't all have the luxury of installing a panic room in our home because some of us live in apartments and things of this nature. So I'm going to have to just rely on my old tire thumper. You guys want to see my tire thumper? Do you want to see my tire thumper? I'm going to show you my tire thumper. I'll be right back. I will be right back. I'm going to show you my tire thumper. It's basically like a billy club or something. It's basically like, here's my tire thumper. But this has got a lead pipe inside of it. Oh, you can see at the very end there, there's the lead pipe. I guess it's lead, but see it? And this is pretty solid piece of, I don't know if it's oak. You can see, I've done some tire thumping in my time. So the writing is kind of off, but it does say tire thumper right there, right? It says tire thumper, and it's pro, something pro. And it says that this is solid wood, quality solid wood. And I can't read the rest of it, but there is a lead pipe in there. So if I could manage to dodge the bullets or whatever, I'd be like boom, 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 boom. I'm like a Jedi with this thing, boom, boom, boom. And if I could ever, so if I do that and I get close enough and I'm able to land this thing on someone's fucking head, I think this would do the job. I think this would probably do the job. But anyhow, that's my my home protection system, is this tire thumper. But I would like to get you know, like a non-lethal gun, one of those pepper spray guns, like that Hal has. But anyhow, so there's that. Just going back here. There's Jackie. I guess I missed some stuff here. I don't know where I left off. I was trying to figure out where I left off here. Oh, there's the panic room. Okay, I saw that one. Man, what's going on with my throat here? Sort of Monkey says, if you can't scare away an intruder with just a smile, being naked, and an erection, you might be doing it wrong. Yeah, you might be. You might be. Welcome back, Cotter. Is someone Cotter? Was Cotter here? Cotter! I don't know. Sometimes I don't understand. Nick Rich says, I'm going to share some with Johnny Million. He's on. Oh, fine. Be that way, Nick. Hey, I love Johnny Million. I love me some Johnny Million. Don't get me wrong. But I thought he didn't come on until later. You know. Rose Blake says, I don't have an erection. Nick Rich, don't get mad at me. Well, I am mad at you, Nick. I'm very mad at you. Don't you have two devices, or you could do me on one device and do Johnny on another device? Could you do that at least? That'd be the right thing to do. Seha says, black powder guns are fun. I've got a 54 cal breech loading sharps. Seha, you sound like a real gun enthusiast. Hey, there's AJX1. Morning, Trucker John. Gonna make some pancakes later. Awesome. Good to see you, AJ. Thanks for being here. Hope everything's good. Where are you at? Where are you running today? We all like to know. Keep up on AJ, where AJ's at. Bob Link says, been around. Hope not to be within swing. You laughing out loud. Ouch. Yeah, you don't want me to be, because I can still swing this thing. That didn't sound right. Adam says, if no erection, maybe you get a strap on. All right, where are we going with that? Bob Link, no. So there's Jackie. Hey, Jackie, thanks for being here. Good to see you. Adam Wishers, hi, Trucker John. Well, hi back at you. Thanks for coming by. We are just talking about guns and tire thumpers and things of this nature. Adam Wishers says, yeah, when we had meth people attacking us, the best thing to do was to get into a locked room. Yeah, that'll work. Bonnie Thompson, say hi, is former Navy SEAL. Awesome. Thanks for updating us on that. Mad Mac, thanks for your service, say hi. Mr. Cotter, Adam Westish, Bob Bank, Tire Thumper here too. Mad Mac to check air pressure and tires. Yeah, that's what you're thumping the tires, and if you get a nice bounce off of it, then you're like boom, then boom, then it's not flat, and you don't, because sometimes a tire can be flat and you don't even know it. And by flat, it's just like really, it doesn't have to be like like it's flat. It would be like you've lost the air pressure, but it still looks like it's inflated. And if you hit the tire with this tire thumper and it just kind of goes like, and there's no bounce back, and it just kind of goes like thump, then you're like, oh shit, and you hit it a few more times, you're like, oh shit, this one needs air. Robert Purr says, I want to see it, driver, whip it out. Oh, so I'm behind because I did whip it out. It's right here in your face. I'm wagging my tire thumper in your face. That didn't sound right. Sorry. Jeff Curry Rose, I ain't gonna get into that again. Bomax Enterprise, I have a fish bunker just like that. Okay, I guess it knocks out the fish or something. Tanner Taylor says, what are the stats on guns actually protecting you during a robbery home invasion, I wonder? Do they even keep stats? There's a lot of stats that they don't even allow to be kept because the NRA has such a stranglehold on Congress. They won't even allow them to do studies, you know? Terry Taylor says, Lavanel, John, you need some barbed wire around. Yes, and I will name it, Lucille or whatever. But I'm not an asshole like, what's his face? Adam Orchard says, don't they use that on Arrakis to attract worms? I have no idea what you're talking about. Sorry. Bomax, home protection. Yep, he plays that. I don't know what that means. And was wrapping your bat in barbed wire sounds painful. Yeah, you have to be really careful when you wrap it that you don't get your fingers kind of like, caught between the barbed wire, whatever. Jolie says, I'm finally home. Stayed the night at the hospital with my mom last night. Tonight is Dad's turn, was saying my hellos at stoplights. Well, I'm glad you made it home safely, and the right wing has made it so that I feel funny if I say my thoughts and prayers to someone, because they've misused that phrase so much that now we can't even say it. I'd like to say my thoughts and prayers go out to you and your mom, and not sound like I'm just being some sort of just like it's just lip service. I sincerely mean it. When I say thoughts and prayers, I sincerely mean it. Not like these Republicans that have really bastardized that saying. So anyhow, best wishes to your mom with what's going on, and to you and your family with that whole situation there. And I'm glad you got home safely, Jolie. Thanks for checking in. Thanks for doing all you do. You got your mom to look after, and you're looking after me. So I appreciate it. Nick Rich says, it was only a test. Johnny starts later. I thought so. I thought he doesn't go on until like 2 or something Pacific time. Saya says that Trucker John, yeah, most truck companies won't let you carry, and truckers can get in strange situations. Yeah, you're not allowed to carry guns. But that's why I was looking into getting a non-lethal weapon too, because I figured I could carry that in my truck. Jeff Tree says, Jolie, what happened? Oh, okay, so Big Hook says Bear Grylls used to give the best advice and preparation in worse situations. I like that guy. I like this show. I guess he ran into some trouble because of something he said, something. I don't know, but I guess he got canceled, cancel culture. But I really like that guy, and I really like the shows. I thought he was awesome. AGX1 says, always feared smacking my tires after a few hundred miles because air pressure. I don't know. I mean, I just give him a nice little tap, and I just want to get that little bounce. I don't think that was too scary. I don't know. Bomax Enterprise, yep, Mr. Conky makes sleepy salmon. Oh, okay. As you can tell, I'm not a fisherman or a hunter. Bob LeBlanc says, it's packed outside. T-Rump got that line from Stormy Daniels trying to help with his experience living outside. It's packed. Okay. I guess I'm not keeping up with all the Stormy Daniels stuff. Jolie says, Jeff Curry, my mom has cancer and just finished chemo, but is having some problems now. They think it's from the chemo. She's stable now, but not sure when they'll let her come back home. And anyhow, hope she's getting the best care she can over there, and things get better for her. And everyone else, lots of love and hugs to Jolie from the gang here in the chat. Bob LeBlanc says, sleepless strong. Okay. Adam Welsh says, thoughts and prayers for the GQP traders to go to prison. Sehel says, Trucker John, rule 1 about guns. You don't need that most expensive badass gun when the shit hits the fan. You just need a gun good enough to get the other guy's gun and upgrade. There you go. I do that in some of those first-person games. And I don't mean to trivialize warfare. I think I just did. Mad Max giving love out to Jolie. Adam West, Johnny isn't on. Yeah, I guess Nick addressed that. Rose Blake says people don't need to be offensive on purpose, but also people don't need to be so easily offended either. That's true. That's a true statement. Big Hook says, let's face it, Republicans don't do anything. Mass shooting, too soon to talk about. Gun regulations, mental illness, but Trump allowed them to own guns and they refuse to fund mental health. Yeah, they refuse to do anything meaningful, and they just come up with these bullshit little sayings, and it's all to keep the coffers full and protect their big corporate interests, like the NRA, which is an organization, but they are basically just a gun manufacturing lobbying group, And so that's what it's always all about, the money, right? Jeff Curry says, Rose, I never been offended. I was embarrassed once for a few seconds in 1991. True story. So there you go. Bonnie Thompson, Stormy Daniels has a podcast. Well, there. Okay. I have not listened to the Stormy Daniels podcast. Bob LeBlanc says, yes, Jolie, thank you for looking out for Trucker, and through him, all of us. Johnny Million on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Today's Thursday. Yeah, it's Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I think he comes on at like 2 Pacific time, which would be adjust accordingly to whatever time zone you're in. And yes, I'm a time zone Nazi, Surrender Monkey. Surrender Monkey likes to say that. I think those are the words he uses. Anyhow, AJ1, Pocket Rocket. A pocket rocket. I like when people just throw out these non sequiturs. Bonnie Thompson, Jeff Curry laughing. Terry Taylor says Republicans are traitors to democracy, period. And I will second that motion, Terry Taylor. I will second that motion. They are traitors to democracy. They don't want democracy. They want autocracy. They want a dictator. Donald Trump wants to be a dictator. They don't like democracy. You are so right. Suzanne Furiasepi. Hi, everyone. Hello, Suzanne. Cheers. Thanks so much for being here. Love to see you over here at the truck lot. And I'm going to give you one of these. Welcome back to my channel, Suzanne. Good to see you. Thank you so much. We're just hanging out, talking about guns. Guns everywhere. Not a drop to drink. That didn't make any sense. But when we're talking about anything, it's open forum. We can talk about whatever we like. We can talk about tire thumpers and things of this nature, and how I like to wag that in front of your face. That didn't sound right. That didn't sound right. I'm sorry. I apologize. But good to see you, Suzanne. Thanks for stopping by. We're just shooting the shit. Jeff Curry, resident comedian of the Trucker John Show, says, Barney, what embarrassed me is a whole story in itself. And this only happened once to Jeff Curry, and it was in 1991. Just to recap. Okay, we're just doing a recap here. It says, involved the movie Basic Instinct and my date's big mouth in the theater. Okay. Alrighty then. That could go a whole lot of different ways. Mr. Zombified is here. It says, hello at Jolie. I don't know why he's excluding the rest of us, but fine. Welcome anyhow. Thanks for being here. Good to see you. Mr. Zombified. I don't know if I've ever seen you here before, but you're getting a little tire thumper wagging. No, thanks for being here. Make sure you hit like, subscribe, and share. Let's share the show. I really want to get to 1,500 subs, guys. I really, really do. Let's see here. Bob LeBlanc says, SF clock, watching trucker, not mileage. Okay. Alrighty then. Rose Blake, Jeff Curry, if only we all could be that level-headed. AJ says guns everywhere and only lead to eat. There you go. That's better than what I said. That's for sure. Jolie reminds everyone to support the Trucker John live stream. You can go to Buy Me a Coffee and buy me a coffee. Because you know I like coffee. I like me my coffee. And I am running low. I think I only have like 12 of those little K-Pods left. So let's see. We got Rose Blake. Everyone's saying hi. Jeff Curry says, it goes the way we probably all are thinking. Really? Because I'm not sure if that would be embarrassing. Could be a Lauren Boebert moment. I don't know. Taylor saying hi. AJ1 says, if I could take away 3 things, it would be weapons of mass destruction, alcohol, and ego. Wow, that's quite a list there, AJ. And of course, weapons of mass destruction. I could see that because those are, like kills a lot of people. Alcohol also kills a lot of people. So I can understand that one. And ego could also kill a lot of people. So it's all about killing a lot of people. I see a pattern. I see a pattern here. So yeah. So that's not a bad list, I guess. Mr. Zombie said hello, all then. Hey. Yeah, because you only said hi to Jolie. So thank you for saying hi to all of us. I think we were all feeling a little left out there, Mr. Zombified, for a moment. So thanks for rectifying that situation. Rose Blake says, Jeff, I'm pretty sure of which part. Jeff Curry says, Rose, I'm level-headed. That's a new one. Big Hook says, I think it will take a 20-year Democratic Party rule to fix the myriad of problems in the U.S. Republicans have shown no honesty or compromise on just common sense things. And I think you're so right, Big Hook. And I just wish we could get a good run, a good secession. Is that right? Secession? No, I don't think I'm using it right. A good, of Democratic House and Senate and White House. I hate this going back and forth and always having to play catch up. When the Democrats get in, they got to spend half their time just cleaning up the Republicans' mess. And then by the time they get it cleaned up and then they get things going again, like now we got the Bidenomic and economic thing going. And that's going. And then what? And even if Trump wins this, if Trump doesn't win this time and Biden wins, and then in 2028, things are going. We've got another 4 years of Bidenomics and infrastructure and everything, a lot improving, and then people get complacent, and so in 2028, they're going to elect, I don't know, Mitt Romney or some asshole, I don't know, Rand Paul, who the fuck they're going to elect, but some Republican. So that they can run up the debts and deficits, and so they can crash the economy, they can crash the housing market, they can crash the banking all over again, and then and get everything all fucked up again. And then we got to come to the rescue, the Democrats, and just spend another 4 to 8 years cleaning up their mess. I hate that cycle. We got to stop that back and forth cycle. Like Big Hook was saying, we need to fucking get a nice run here. Of the next 3, 4, 5 cycles of just democratic rule, democratic governing. So we're not just always in cleanup mode, and we're actually making progress. I absolutely agree with you there, Big Hook. Absolutely. Bonnie Thompson, thank you, Trucker John. Glad I dropped in. Well, I'm glad you dropped in too. I'm glad you did too. Thanks for being here. Hey, Emergency Remedial Truth is in the truck lot. Thank you for being here. I'm not sure. I think you've been here before, okay? But so I'm just going to say welcome back to my channel. And if this is your first time, then welcome to my channel. But I think I've seen you in here before. I know I've seen you in the other chat rooms, like I think over maybe Randy Rhodes or Tara Devlin, maybe. I've seen you around. So thanks for being here. Hi, I just stopped by to hit the like and leave you all with my love. Well, we appreciate that. You're probably already gone. I'm so far behind the chat. You've probably already left, so you don't even know all the nice things I'm saying to you. But thanks for being here. Mr. Zombie, I'd rather have speakers of mass distortion. There you go. Terry Jones, I really like wine though, AJ. But I get it. We were talking beer last episode, and I love having my beer, a little beer here and there. But I understand the wish, because alcohol does cause a lot of deaths, whether it's drunk driving, whether it's just people getting drunk and getting crazy and doing crazy shit, whether it's soaking your liver and you die of liver failure. So I understand the sentiment, but it's just a hypothetical. So I don't get too. I'm not going to get in the details or whatever. Adam Wish just says, I'd rather have squeakers of mass instruction, a race of super intellectual teacher rodents, kind of like on the Mutant Ninja Turtle guy. Jeff Curry says, Rose opening scene packed theater. She blurted out, that's going to be us later. Everybody stared. A few seconds later, I gave a fist pump. Well, there you go. Adam West just says, yeah, I enjoy my tequila and I like hiding my muffin top. Is that egotistical? Maybe. I don't know. Like I said, it was a hypothetical, I believe. I took that as a hypothetical that AJ had posted. Big Hook. Joe Biden is a good man who has learned the error of his ways and surrounds himself with the biggest and best policymakers, taxation of the rich, and rebuilding middle class necessary. And I agree with that. I fully endorse that post from Big Hook. I think that's all sound. Bob LeBlanc says, foundation rebuilding in the USA, re-regulate everything. Re-regulate everything? Oh, because there was a lot of deregulation that Trump started doing, I guess. 56 Nitrix, Merrick Garland should have been a SCOTUS justice instead of AG of the DOJ. The rebuke stacked it in 2015. And that's why elections matter. It matters who you vote for. Okay? Stop electing Republicans. I'm going to keep saying it and saying it and saying it. Rose Blake Jeff, that surprises me. Bob LeBlanc, rock that brand. Aw. I don't know what that means. Adam Weiss, yeah, alcohol, ego, and weaponry can also be a terrible combo, laughing out loud. Yes, it can. Jeff Curry says, Rose, that's what got me for a few seconds. I couldn't believe she said that, and so loud. But deep down you were going, yeah. Bob LeBlanc says, Jethro Tull, Monty Python, Mouse Patrol, Squeak, Squeak, Brand, Muffin Tops, Rock. Boy, that sounded like a stream of consciousness. Rose Blake says, Adam West says, I drank tequila gold swagger once and I almost died. Never again. Never again. Jeff Curry, about a year ago or so, I discovered margaritas. So people know about them? Yeah. Your discovery has gone mainstream, apparently. Rose Blake said, Jeff, that would be embarrassing. It might be. It might not be. I don't know. But I am caught up in the chat. And so now that brings on filter time. I don't know. What was this one? For some reason, I seem to, I don't know. Oh, it puts little devil horns on me for a second. I don't know why I favorited that one. Jeff Curry says, Rose, it got some applause and some high fives. You betcha it did. You better believe it did. Oh, here's this little thing here. I'm playing with the filters again, once again. I really wish that this Prism app would really up their filter game, you know? I really, really do, because we could have so much more fun with the filters. Live channel. I don't know what this does. I mean, it makes it black and white. I don't know, you know, what that's supposed to do. So here's this one here. I'm just playing with the filters. That makes it look like film, it says. What's this one do? This says warm. Do I look warm? Uh-oh. Now I can't shut it off. Let's go back to original. There's the original. This is the original me. Rose Blake, I still have faith in Merrick Garland. A lot of people have given up faith, I think, in Merrick Garland. But I'm a little bit neutral on that, I guess. Adam Wedge says, Rose Blake, silver, though not gold, because supposedly this is mostly organic one. Bonnie Thompson, I love Tequila Sunrise. Another tequila sunrise. Adam Wedge, drinking less is definitely a great idea, though. Jeff Curry, okay, what is tequila sunrise? Thought that was a slang for hangover. No, it's a drink made of tequila and orange juice. Big Hook. The problem is when you try to be nonpartisan and play by the myth that both parties are equally as bad, you play into the Republicans' BS and take no prisoners, strategy of the billionaires. Yep, I agree with that mostly. Something got erased. I don't know what it was. Adam Witcher says, I have to find a better filter app. NVIDIA promised all kinds of stuff at the graphics conference, but have yet to see any real software come out of that. You were at the NVIDIA graphics conference? Oh, Lottie freaking da! You were at the NVIDIA conference? While I am living in a van down by the river? R.I.P. Chris Farley. I was just watching on Twitch this morning. This would have been, I guess, Chris Farley's 60th birthday today. I love that guy. He was so funny and it's so sad. Talk about drinking. I think the guy pretty much drank himself to death. But anyhow, our RIP Chris Farley. Happy heavenly birthday. Would have been a big 6-0 today. Let's see here. Edward says, Big Hook. Yeah, that's it. Never two sides. It's rich, regressive versus poor, democracy, progressive. The rest is a lie. It's a lie. They're all lies. I tell you, full of lies. I hate this both siderism bullshit. I really do. So, fuck you, Jon Stewart. You can't even spell your fucking first name right, so fuck you. Jon Stewart. Not anybody in the chat. Just see, sometimes I say shit and people think I'm talking to them. I'm talking to Jon Stewart. Let's see. Roseblake says, I drank way too much my first time, so it was my fault. A lot of people love it, but it deserves respect. Bald Bank says, cherry grin splash to tequila sunrise. I don't know. I just thought it was tequila and orange juice. I'm not a bartender. Terry Taylor says Empty Wheel on Shitter is an excellent source of information on anything Garland, Jack Smith, Trump court cases. Oh, Empty Wheel, that's Marcy Wheeler. She's on Nicole all the time. Nicole Sandler, right? Is that the one we're talking about? Yeah, she's excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. That's good. Good shout out there, Terry. Bob LeBlanc says CF, and I don't know what that means. And then there's an emoji that I don't know what it means because I can't really tell what it is. Adam Wish says, so I watched the conference keynotes online. I wish I was there. I live in less than a van down by the swamp. I know. Sorry, I didn't mean to, make fun of your situation by invoking Chris Farley. Jeff Curry says, Trucker John, I have a living in a van down by the river t-shirt. Awesome. Rose Bake, a lot of people play the both sides are bad games so they can grift off the middle. Yeah, it's all bullshit. Adam Washington says, Chris Farley's system failed due to booze and drugs. I was led to understand. Heavy coke use. Yeah, he basically pulled a John Belushi, another one of my freaking heroes. Or, I shouldn't say hero, but, I really like John Belushi's comedy, and I thought he was really funny. And when he died, when I learned that he died, what did I do instead of like saying, "Gee, I should maybe watch what I'm doing"? Because at the time I was in college, partying like a motherfucker, doing booze and coke and anything I could do, anything I could get my hands on. So what did I do instead of saying, maybe I should. Maybe dial it back a little bit. I went and bought a bottle of Jack Daniels, some big ass bottle of Jack Daniels, and in honor of John Belushi, I basically guzzled the whole fucking bottle. So stupid shit that I would do. Anyhow, Terry Taylor says, spot on, Big Hook, about the Republican BS. Yes, that was spot on, and I agree with you, Terry Taylor. Big Hook says, for example, only Republicans can investigate Republicans, but Democrats, in an effort to appear nonpartisan, allow Republicans to investigate Democrats. Yeah, it's Republicans are so, how do I say this? To say hypocritical is like a understatement. I don't know. Jeff Curry says, I bought that shirt shortly before being banned from Six Flags for the second time. Jeff Curry, you're just so rowdy. AJX1, nothing good comes from alcohol, especially if you can't handle it. Suzanne Foriasepi says, soon to be homeless again. Can someone start a GoFundMe for me, please? Sorry to hear about that, Suzanne. Sorry that you're about to be homeless. I don't know your situation. I hope you can find, aren't there a shelter or something? Andrew says, be back. Got to pick up grandkids from school. Okay, pick up those grandkids. Drive careful. Adam West just says, Suzanne for Zippo, yes, not sure how to share my info with you on here. Yeah, Adam, if you could help her with that, because I don't know how to do that kind of stuff. Marie Jean Greco, hello, Trucker John, and hey, Marie Jean Greco, thanks for being here. Thank you so much. And I just want to say, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for stopping on in. And over here at the truck lot. Suzanne says at Adam Westish, I told Andrea to give you my number. Oh, well. Yeah, you guys work that out. That would be a good thing to do there, Adam. Adam says disingenuous. Yeah, that's another word for Republicans. Something got erased. I don't know what it was. I saw something disappear. Roosevelt says, be safe, Andrea. And hey, Joe says, there's Adam Susan. I'll share my number with Andrea too. Let's connect through her. If I don't hear from you by tomorrow, I'll see you on house later. Jeff Curry says, Six Flags should not sell beer, and if they want vulgar pictures on the log ride drop, don't put up cameras. If they don't want vulgar pictures, I think. Yeah, don't want. Vicky, hey, there's Vicky Accardi saying hi to me, not to you guys, just to me, because I'm special. No, thanks, Vicky. Thanks for being here. Good to see you. Always good to see you, and welcome back to my channel, Vicky. Thanks for being here. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. And thanks for hanging out. We're just hanging out here. We're almost at the 2-hour mark. You know, if you guys want, we can hang out for another hour, I guess. Terry Taylor says, I loved Belushi, loved all the crew from SNL back then. It's unfortunate what happened to him, but as we know, comedians hide a lot of pain through comedy. Alcoholism is a disease. Addiction is a disease. And Belushi was doing everything. He was like a beast, doing these speedballs with speed and heroin, and apparently, and of course, drinking everything, and mainly drugs, though, I think was what did him in. Just, you know, really sucks. Really sucks. So when someone says nothing good comes out of alcohol, like AJ, it's hard to argue with it, right? And I think I could put just about all kinds of, you know, recreational drug use into that comment, into that sentiment. Bonnie Thompson says, Suzanne, first, I was homeless for 9 months in 2009. Got in a shelter, but have stable housing now. Stay strong. Yeah, there's got to be some program. I don't know. I forget where you're at, Suzanne. Hopefully there's some sort of programs or advocacies or, you know, groups. There's something that you can get in touch with to keep you off the street until you can, you know, get things worked out and get back on your feet. But just hang in there. You'll get through it. Just keep hanging in there. Just keep hanging in there. Keep working through it. And you're going to work through it. You're going to get through it. Adam West says being homeless sucks. And I totally agree with that. Adam says a friend wound up in a wheelchair for the rest of his life on drugs and then lost his life too. Yeah. It could be a really bad thing. It's a really bad thing. So I'd like to see a lot more, you know, drug rehab programs, putting our money and efforts into that rather than building more prisons and things of this nature. You know what I mean? Vicky Accardi says, a lot of babies come from booze. That's true. Big Hook Jim Belushi said if his brother stuck to pot, he would be alive today. Also said John had multiple concussions from football. I wonder if he had CRT, maybe? I don't know. Terry says, so glad to hear that, Bonnie. Bonnie Thompson says, Adam Washers, yes, it does. So proud of my daughter. Now she works in a women's shelter now. And that's what we need. We need more shelters. You know, we need more programs that can help people find more opportunities for jobs or for training and education. And you're not really going to get that if you keep electing Republicans. Going back to my theme here, stop electing Republicans. And that first part, the part that says in the white lettering says, if you want to stop mass shootings, stop electing Republicans. Well, that white part, it's almost like fill in the blank. You know, if you want stronger or more emphasis on opportunities and helping people with, whether it's drug education, drug rehab, or whether it's an education and training and skills training, opportunities for, you know, better jobs, whether it's opportunities or whether it's getting more shelters and so people can get off the streets and and be that a stepping stone to getting into housing and all those type of things, then you need to stop electing Republicans, because it's never going to happen with Republicans. And then they will say, like, whenever they want to say we don't need to be sending money to Ukraine or to any of these foreign countries, whether it's for like for Ukraine for ammo and weapons, or whether it's some other type of just foreign aid. Then their cry is, we should be helping Americans first. You don't want to help Americans anyhow, you stupid motherfuckers. You don't have any interest, and I'm talking about the Republicans. They don't have any interest in helping the poor, or helping with education, helping with shelter, helping with health care. They have no interest in spending money on that anyhow. So what the fuck are you talking about when you say America first? Are you, Mr. Republican voter, saying that the Republican Party is full of shit and that you're going to switch over to the Democratic Party because you believe now in a strong social safety net? Well, thank you. Come on board then. Come on over. But you can't have it both ways. You can't be a Republican and then say that we need we can't afford to spend money on foreign aid and foreign help or whatever, because we need to spend it here on our people here, and then vote for Republicans that aren't going to help anybody except for the ultra multi-millionaires and billionaires. That's all they help. They don't help you, the average American, or they don't help poor people. They don't help working class people. So what the fuck are you talking about? You can't have it both ways. And I'm talking to the Republicans, not you people in chat. I think 99% of the people in chat probably are, more liberal, right? So we got, trying to see here. I kind of left the chat for a moment there. Let me go ahead and skip down. AJ1 says, were you over the road with Schneider trucking around? How long? Yeah, I thought you asked me that before. I was over the road with Schneider as a company driver from about, I think, 2010 to 2015. Then in 2015, I became an independent contractor through Schneider. I contracted with Schneider, and I bought my own truck. And, I ended up paying it off and owning it free and clear. I owned it for 8 years until about a year ago, when I stopped driving, just about a year ago. So that's it. Schneider. I was 5 years company, 8 years IC. Oh, and I was over the road. Big Hook. We spend so much more on enforcement and incarceration than treatment centers and job training. Yes, we do. Hey, there's Tolga. Mimisoglu. Sorry if I didn't pronounce that right, but thank you for being here. Thanks for stopping by. I think I've seen you here before, but thanks for coming on by. Jeff Curry says, Rose, she is damn near as nice as me. Oh, I guess it was about your daughter, I think. I'm just going to go ahead. Big Hook. This is from Adam Wishes. Says, one of the inmates at Hilo Jail told me they spend $300 a day per inmate. Adam Wishes, homeless orgs often just get homeless into jail, in my experience. Well, that needs to be improved on and worked on. Rose Blake says that Vicky Accardi, were you at Hal's chat yesterday? We were acting a fool. The stress is getting to us. I guess so. I don't know. Big Hook says we need the never-ending cycle of despair to give billionaires tax breaks. We feed the never-ending cycle of despair to give billionaires tax breaks. Bonnie Thompson says, the money Congress approves goes to America defense contractors, and we send Ukraine older weapons. Yeah, for the most part. Rose Blake says, Jeff Curry, that means you're a great dad. Jeff Curry says, Rose, I am. I have a shirt that says, World's Coolest Dad. It's official. Well, so you're a cool dad. I don't know if you're a great dad, but you're a cool dad. Rosebank said, Jeff, that's high praise. Julie, are we back? I think we're back. We got knocked off for a second there. Jeff Gray, Rose, not joking. Since raised 2 kids as single dad, I have friends that call me super dad, chasing them all over. Vicky Accardi says, yes, I was. My name is Vicky Gingras. Gingras? There. Oh, you guys and all your fake names. I can't keep up with them. Let me set my tire thumper down for a second. I'm feeling okay. I feel like I don't need it. There must be a filter on, because when I held this up, it said fine face for some reason. What? I don't know if that's showing up, actually showing up in the thing. Yeah, it was. I don't know why it was doing that. That's kind of weird. And I don't see the chat anymore. What have I done? What have I done? I must have hit something when I was playing with these filters. Now I'm not seeing any of these filters come up. That's weird. I don't know what I've done. Well, I'm exploring these filters. These are just like frames or something. I don't know. It's weird. What's this one here? Oh, here's a bunch of hearts. This would have been good for for Valentine's Day. Here's one here. Oh. There goes my heart, my beating heart. I don't know what I've done. Somehow I don't have the chat. Oh, there's the chat. Okay. Anyhow, I was just playing with the filters for a little bit. Barney Thompson as well. It's been 2 hours, having too much fun. Oh yeah, we are at the 2-hour mark. So anyhow, if you guys want, we can hang out until noon, until Randy Rhodes comes on. That's usually, lately I've been going till noon. Just it's up to you guys. If you guys are getting tired of me just yapping. But we can hang out for a little more, I guess. Big Hook. Remember, Republicans want to end Medicare and Social Security and don't give a damn about veterans or people who don't put money in their coffers. That's true. That is so true. In fact, I thought I had a, oh, look at this here. President Biden will protect Social Security and Medicare while Trump wants to eliminate it. He wants to just cut off both programs. So there's that. I now have to keep my head like right there in the middle. Otherwise it'll get behind the thing. But yeah, Big Hook. I think you're absolutely right. Bonnie Thompson says, Jeff broke the stream. Jeff, stop breaking the stream. I feel like I need to move over now, over this way. Rose Blake says, Vicky Cardi, I went off the deep end over there. I'm ashamed of myself. Well, it happens. It happens to the best of us. So, don't beat yourself up. Just pick yourself up and dust yourself off. And learn from your experiences. Adam West says, Big Hook, Repub's manipulation in DC Briefly messed up food stamps here. They have succeeded. My friend got COLA increase. Now has less money. My food stamps were canceled for 3 months. Yeah, they don't care about, helping people. Jeff Curry says, son introduced me to a friend before show other night. I thinking handshake. The dude gave me a bear hug. Said I have to be great. Okay. Ricky Cardi Rose, no, I don't believe that. I'm sure you had your reasons. Rose Blake says, I don't even remember why I got so hot-headed. I saw a lot of hot-headedness going on, and I wasn't really sure why. Seemed like a lot of it was being, I feel like there's something dangling down on my, maybe just a scraggly hair somewhere. I don't know. Stop messing with it, John. Leave it alone. But anyhow, yeah, you guys were getting worked up. Julie says, got to keep those watch hours up, Trucker John. Let's keep trucking. Yeah, we don't want to fall below. We should be getting this partnership program thing going through, guys, and it's thanks to all of you guys. Thanks for watching. You got our watch hours up, and now we're in review right now for this YouTube partnership thing. And so it will allow memberships, and it'll allow me to just grow the channel and get better and better and better and better. Nerdmishla, hey peeps. Oh, hey Nerdmishia. No, Nerdmishla. Hello, thanks for being here. Good to see you. Welcome back to the channel. Let's give you a. I don't know what happened to my things. What happened to my things? There we go. Welcome back to the channel. I don't know what I did. Random touch. Huh. Anyhow, welcome back. Good to see you here. Thanks for being here. Make sure you like, subscribe, share. If you've already liked and you've already subscribed, what's left to do but share? Because sharing is caring. So, AJX1 says, I thought Hawaii was very expensive, like Los Angeles and New York, like Los Angeles and New York. Well, Adam could address that more than I could, but there are very expensive places there. I know that. Jeff Curry says, Rose, he said son had told him about me. Adam Wesh says, AJX1, yep, $530 in food stamps rarely last 4 weeks. Kevin Anderson, Adam Wesh's Benny Diane show equal Batcave. Batcave? I guess. But hey, Kevin Anderson, thanks for being here. Big Hook, Republicans' new mantra, guns, God, and billionaires. Jolie says, we all have our moments too at Rose Blake. We all understand sometimes the BS just gets to you. Ain't that the truth? Rose Blake says, when it comes to girls, Jeff, I'm leery of fellas trying to be nice. Adam Wesh says that Kevin Anderson Diane's going to be on HBO Radio Nation, YouTube today, 2:30 Pacific time. You can ask Diane then, laughing out loud. Jolie says, hey, Kevin Anderson. And Kevin Anderson says, hi. Yeah, thanks for coming by, Kevin. Seen you here before. And thanks for coming back. Jeff Curry says, Rose, that's why I'm an asshole to women. Ask around. Yeah, because you don't want them thinking things. So I hear you. I get you. I think I'm about out of coffee. I'm doing the deep lean back. And for some reason, I have some filter on that when I do this, it says find a face. I don't know why. I don't know what the hell's going on. I must have clicked something. And I don't know how to unclick it. Maybe it's one of these filters. I don't know. I could do this. Look at this one. It just looks kind of weird. Kind of almost black and white. And then this one is black and white. Hi, this is Trucker John coming at you from 1965. I don't know. Is that what that's supposed to look like? Got all these different filters. This is weird. I don't like it. Original. Go back to the original. Not much better. But, hey, what can I say? Hide chat view, intertext for chat. Okay. Oh, yeah, here is this one here. Oh, what am I doing? I don't want to do that. Okay. I'm just looking at the filters, guys. Looking at the filters. But what I want to say is that you guys in the chat you are coming up best of the best. That's right. You guys are the best of the best. There you go. Okay. These filters are not really that great. A lot of these have locks on them. What am I supposed to do to unlock it? What's this one do? Here's a filter that, oh, look at there. It's Flames of Fury. I don't know. Oh, here's a sad one. What's this sad? It's like, so sad. So sad. It's so sad. Let's see what we got over here. There's that. There's the greeting ones. Let's see, what's this one do? Hi! Hi, everybody. Hello. Hello, everyone. Hello. Just like to say hello, everyone. How you doing today? As we are in the disco ball here. Disco era. I don't know. Fun with filters. Fun with filters. Now I don't know how to get to... Oh, here we go. Some of them are hard to see, though. They really, really are. They really, really are. What is this one? You cannot use this effect along with beauty effect. Do I have beauty effect on? Is that what's going on? I don't know what I've done. What have I done? What have I done? Is this the beauty effect? I don't even know. I don't even know what I've done. I don't know what I have done. Somehow I have a beauty effect on. I thought I put. I remember I was messing around with that, and I thought I put it back to original. And so now it's blocking stuff. I guess that is why I look so beautiful right now. But I don't know how to get back to that. To turn it off. What have I done? Here's this. I don't know what I did. Oh, wait, is this it here? Oh, maybe this is it. I don't know. Oh, wait, here's beauty. Oh, okay. I I did have it on. I had it on sharp. Oh, look at what it did. It sort of like brings my jowls in, I think. See there? Oh, wow. No wonder I was looking so spiffy. So now that's off. And there we go. See, I wasn't able to go back to this guy because I had the beauty mode on. So it wasn't allowing me to come on because I was just in beauty mode. I guess I can't be beautiful and fabulous at the same time. So I don't know. I'm trying to learn these things. I'm just learning as I go, you know. But I'm feeling fabulous. I hope you're feeling fabulous. Because we're just it's a fabulous group, fabulous crew here. So thanks very much. Maybe I'll read some chat with my beard on. Let's see here. Joe B. Hey, Joe B's here. Thanks for being here, Joe B. What is the general feeling of Biden in the trucking community? Do you discuss politics with them and tell them facts if they are Trump cult members? Well, Joe B., let me just tell you something. I have not been out on the road for over a year now, or about a year, I guess. Over a year. When I was on the road, I had to shut off my CB, going back to the Obama administration, because the hatred and the just out and out racism, and it was just so bad, I just had to shut it off. So if that answers your question, I don't know. Maybe AJX1 could chime in, because AJX1 is actually out on the road and living the life out there. But I gotta tell you, my experience is it's more right-wingers out there than there are left-wingers. And they are very vocal, and they don't like black presidents, apparently. Not at all. They do not. Because as soon as Obama got elected, the hatred and the racism and the physical threats, the wishing of death on that man, it was no holds barred. It was just a flood, total flood of that on the CB, to the point where I just had to shut the damn thing off. So, of course, that's going back quite a few years now, so I don't know currently what's going on, but I suspect it hasn't changed all that much. Maybe it has, I don't know. Let's see here. So, fabulous people. Maybe we'll go back over to, hey, back to me. Back to you, John. Back to me. Let's see here. You do look beautiful, John. Thank you very much. Jeff Curry says, Rose, I could ask my ex, but did give her a hug the other night and wasn't a smart ass to her once while talking. Well, you're making progress, Jeff. I think you're making some progress. Mad Max, you do look beautiful, Trucker John. Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much, there. Marie Jingle, love the purple beard guy. Yeah, he's all right. He's all right. Rose Blake, Jeff, I know how it feels, but it's best to be cordial when you have children. Yes, it is. I agree with that. Rose Blake, Adam Wish, just where do you like to go? Jeff Curry, I have family that were lifelong Democrats until Obama's skin color got... Really? There were Democrats that didn't like his skin color? That's a new one on me. Were they like those old Southern Democrats or something? Were they Dixiecrats? Because that's weird. That just is weird to me. That must have been the exception. The very, very, very exception, to the rule or whatever. Very odd. I think most Democrats, I've never heard of any Democrats having any problem with Barack Obama being president and being upset by his skin color. I've never heard that before, Jeff. I'm not saying that you're not telling the truth, but what I'm saying is that your lifelong Democrats, I think that's a really rare exception, to be honest. And what it says, purple sparkly beard is, I guess, chef's kiss. Big Hook. If I remember, Trump pissed off truckers as he disallowed motel and food costs to be written off on taxes and encouraged rail, which reduced need for truckers at the ports. Yes, that is basically true, Big Hook. He took away a lot of your per diem and things you could write off, and why? Why? There was no need for that. But because he thought he was helping out the trucking companies. See, that's what they do. They don't give a fuck about the working man, about the middle class, the working class, these Republicans. They don't give a fuck about you and me, working class people. All they care about are the fucking owners of the companies. The owners, the mega of these mega companies. Mega big. So to that, I say to people like Donald Trump and to the Republican Party, I say, fuck you. Had to get that in. Adam Moore says, someplace where I can finally have a life. I must have missed something. Sorry about that. I kind of skipped down because I was behind. Rosebake says, yes, John, that's very weird. WW says, home, unpacking groceries. Coming back from the Aldi's. Hope you got some good stuff. Some good yummy stuff. Taylor says, that's so sad, John, and unfortunately it hasn't gotten any better. We're a racist country, and until we acknowledge that, it won't get better. We are full of racists. Full of them. No doubt about it. Until we acknowledge that, we can't Nikki Haley this. She's so afraid to say anything bad about this country. Look, I'm born and raised here, and I love America. I'm like, yeah, America first. I'm like, yeah, we're the greatest motherfucking country on the planet that this planet has ever seen. That may not be true, but I don't care if it's true or not, because this is my country, and I love it, and the only reason I would leave it is just because there are places that have, where the exchange rate is so favorable that I've been considering going to other countries just for my old age retirement. So my retirement check will go a lot further. But other than that, I love this country, and I don't want to live anywhere else. And there might be, you see polls and you see things about and studies or whatever that say that we're down the list as far as like how happy the people are and how we are in certain social issues, that we're kind of really down on the list. But having said all that, we are the leader of the world, and as far as being the superpower. So we have a great responsibility, and we should be able to say, yeah, we have racism here, and we need to address it. Like you said, we're never really gonna solve it, or I don't know if we can ever reduce it down to zero, anything down to zero, but we're never really going to get a good hold on this until we admit it. Don't they say like the first step is acknowledging that you have a problem, right? Instead of being in denial. So yeah, we have a huge racism problem in this country, and we need to address it and acknowledge the existence of it. And I saw it firsthand when I became a truck driver. Not that I had never seen racism before. Of course I have. Just going through life, you see it. I grew up through the 60s. I saw, I was a little kid, but I saw all the, civil rights protesting, and we saw that kind of stuff. But man, was it a real eye-opener that in the 2000s, here was 2008 when Obama was elected, when he won the election. And to see that in 2008 and thinking maybe we'd made some progress with racism and with race relations and civil rights. And then to the day that he won, when Obama won, to be on the CB and just hear this constant barrage of people that sounded like this, getting on there and using the N-word and saying, we're going to hang that N-word. We're going to, that N-word, we're going to kill him. And I mean, I was seriously concerned about Obama's safety and his family safety. And I thought, oh my God, these motherfuckers are going to kill him. They're going to kill him. I really thought that they were. And it's not like they probably, it's not like they didn't try. They probably did. There's probably so many attempts on his life that we don't even know about that was, thank God, thwarted by the Secret Service and whoever else, and law enforcement, FBI and things of this nature. But those threats were going out on the CB left and right. I mean, like the years prior to that, yeah, I had heard racist things on the radio, on the CB, by truckers, so-called truckers. I mean, you never really know who's on there. But man, when he won that election in 2008, it was just a barrage. It was like this, the floodgates were opened for all the racists. And it wasn't just mild racism. I mean, it was just, very, very blatant. Jeff Curry says that racism couldn't take it, came out of the closet. Well, okay, so yeah, your Democratic friends. That, like I say, I think that's pretty rare for lifelong Democrats to not like Obama, just because of his skin color. There were some Democrats that started to criticize him because they didn't think he was doing enough, or he wasn't waving his magic wand enough and getting things done enough and fast enough for them, and that there was a lot of that. But as far as just not liking him because he was black, I think that's very, very rare for Democrats. Like I said, they might have been Dixiecrats. I don't know. WW says a lot of folks on Facebook are very much anti-Obama and Clinton. Yeah, well, that's Facebook. I'm talking about Democrats. But yeah, I guess. But you say a lot. How do we know if it's a lot? How do we know if they're not bots? How do we know they're not just trolls? They're not working in a troll farm, So I take stuff like that with a grain of salt, because you don't know how much of it's just troll farms, Russian, Macedonian, whatever, AJ says there should be a public portfolio for each president and government updates on the policies. There probably is. WhiteHouse.gov, maybe. And you can go and you can check out the Democratic and Republican platforms. And the Democratic Party has their platform on there. The Republican Party, I don't think, has a platform. If they do, it's just whatever. They probably just say, we will do whatever Trump says. WW says that is so much not true. I don't even know. Could you please expound? Because I don't know what you're talking about. WW says politicians, perhaps the majority of Republicans, stress individualism and self-reliance, which are code words for no taxes for the rich and no pesky regulations for their businesses, so they can just pollute and put workers in harm's way as much as they want. Here comes WW. He's gonna stir some shit. Benny Loco called you out on stirring shit yesterday. WW says, hands out only work in the short term, handouts. But they sure do help. Every little bit helps, man. If a handout can help you from from being homeless, then I'm all for it. If it can help lead you to a job or training or education or whatever, to an opportunity, then I'm all for it. So, WW, you can go fuck yourself. Roseblake, can't we look up president's policies? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's on there. Probably on a website, webpage somewhere. WW says people get used to taking handouts. So what? They also get, I guess they also get used to getting fucked. Big Hook, WW, you need to watch Robert Reich. Everything you just said is debunked. Yeah, WW is, is a muckraker. Rose Blake says they are still on Obama's case. He is young, but they still hated him. Ben Mac, I always lived the c'est la vie lifestyle until Trump came along. From him, it was screw you, I'll blatantly lie to your face. And that's when I said, no way, you dick, and have never backed down since. Well, that's good. Sounds like Trump kind of woke you up. He got you woke. You're woke because of Trump. Bonnie Thompson says there aren't any true Republicans in office now. They're all rhinos who are gaslighting authoritarian creeps. But let me tell you something about the Republican Party. They've always been, at least within my lifetime, I believe. I can't go back into Eisenhower and all that shit. But I think at least going on from Nixon onward, I mean, it's always been about just getting tax breaks for the rich and getting rid of regulations. That's basically what it is. For just go down the line, all the way from Reagan and the Bushes and Trump. So they can disguise it and cover it however they want to, but basically that's what it's about. Big Hook says Secret Service said Obama held a record for death threats against them. I think I recall that, and I believe that. Hey, Gerald Esteem, thanks for being here, Gerald. Good to see you. Welcome back. I think you've been here before, so you get one of them. You're going to get one of them welcome backs. Thanks for being here. Gerald Esteem says, in regards to your topic, legacy media is literally depressed that Republicans lost on Tuesday. Democratic Party is seen as the African American Party. That is why legacy media is anti-democratic. I don't know if it's seen as the African American Party. I always think of it as being the People's Party, the Workers' Party, the Working Class Party. That's how I look at it. Maybe it's because I'm a white guy. But we're a big tent, and we welcome all. As long as you believe in democracy, right? Rose Blake says, yes, Big Hook. I remember them saying that. Yeah, I think I remember that too. Now that you mention it. About the most death threats and stuff. Bonnie Thompson says, I've been calling Ronald Reagan the grandfather of MAGA lately. And that's definitely, I mean, Ronald Reagan demonized unions to the point where we went from being about a third of jobs were union to being in the single digits now, Thank you, Ronald Reagan. Ichabod Deer says, WW, did you get banned in house chat yesterday? I don't think he got banned. I think he got put on a timeout. I don't mind WW and Wes. I really don't. I kind of was getting on him just now, but he's entitled to his opinion, and he likes to stir up shit, and I don't mind that. I really don't mind. I defended him yesterday in house chat. Actually, I was defending him, saying that he's entitled to his opinion, even though I was on the chat arguing with Wes. Was it Wes or WW? I get them confused. They're like twins or something. Where I was disagreeing with them, but then when everyone was saying, hey, getting on Andrea saying that she should block him or whatever, then I was like saying, no, he's entitled to his opinion, and I still believe that. I still stand by that. We're all entitled to our opinions, just not our facts, however that goes. Ichabod Deer, people are happier working. Hey, look, I'm all for jobs. I'm all for opportunities. But that doesn't mean that there's nothing wrong with getting some help. If you need financial help, you need help with food, help with shelter, there are people that fall through the cracks. That's the social safety net. So you don't fall all the way down to the floor. You can stay up off the floor a little bit. And, we all don't have the same opportunities. We don't all have the same opportunities. I'm just going to say opportunities over and over again. So there's nothing wrong with getting some help. And I think the government, people will say, oh, you're just for a nanny state and you just want the government to do everything. No, I don't want the government. Look, my dad always said that we are such a big, huge, rich country that we can afford to do both. We can afford to have welfare, because back then they just called it welfare, you know, where you can help people with food and housing and some cash even or whatever. And we can have capitalism. We have room for both. We have room for capitalism and we have room for social programs. That's what my dad told me in 1973. Now, my dad was kind of a hard guy to figure out for me because he was pro-union. He was a union officer, elected union officer in his local. He was a cement worker, hardworking guy, hardest working guy I've ever known in my life. But then he voted for Nixon. Even though he would always talk about the Kennedys back then, and my mom and dad both seemed to love the Kennedys, but he voted for fucking Nixon and made me very angry as a 12-year-old or so when Nixon got reelected in 72, to the point where he gave me this little Nixon Now medal button, like those election voting button things, you know? And I put that on I had this I had a dartboard in my room. I just stuck that on my dartboard. When I went back, stepped back to the other side of the room, and instead of just throwing it, you know, like darts, like that, I mean, I wound it up like I was Nolan Ryan. And I just go like, I hate Nixon. And then I threw the dart, and I pretty much landed that through the metal button and stuck it into the board, almost dead center. And my dad would watch me do that, and he's like, son, all that anger is just, it's not going to do you any good, or something like that, you know, being angry like that. So anyhow, my dad, so here's this guy, he's a union guy, and he seemed to be not really, I guess, loyal or to any one party. He seemed to like Kennedy's, but he also voted for Nixon. But he said, we are big enough and rich enough that we can have social programs and we can have capitalism. And I agree with that wholeheartedly. So when people say stuff like, people are happy you're working, now think about, I don't know, that sounds to me like you're saying that there shouldn't be any social programs. We can have both, and we can help people get off of those programs by giving them opportunities for education and jobs and job creation and having infrastructure programs and having things that help stimulate the economy and to create jobs. Jobs are created by stimulation of the economy. So, you know, it's not an either or. We can do both, people. We can do both. We can help people out, and we can have capitalism, and we can have jobs, and we can have stimulation of the economy, and all that kind of good shit. Because that will lead to more jobs. It perpetuates. Jeff Cree says, okay, I'm just going to skip that because I think you're talking about your ex still or whatever. Adam says, I keep trying to go back to work. It's not handouts keeping me from working, but if I didn't have handouts, I would be homeless and starving. Yeah, see, these things help. They can help you from going into complete destitution. So like I say, man, we can do both. My dad said we could do both. And so I believe my dad. He was a good man, smart man. And I'll take my dad's little saying there over anything WW says any fucking day of the week. Roseblade Jeff, she's just trying to, okay, we're talking about the X still. I'm skipping that. HX1, Jeff Bezos, Fulfillment Center, otherwise known as sweatshops. Yeah, there's a lot of controversy about those Amazon distribution centers and stuff like that. Think about ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country. Okay, that's kind of dim I am. Yeah, and you can, like I said, you can still get help because it will help you to get off the government dole, I believe, if it's done right. Amra says, we used to get faxes showing blackface Obama cartoons getting hanged, etc. It was very upsetting. Yeah, all that shit. Okay, I'm skipping Jeff Curry's divorce, guys, just to get caught up. Nothing against whatever he went through, but I'm way behind in the chat. Big Hook because says, Adam, don't give up. There's something better. Terry Taylor says, right, it must have been quite blatant in the trucking community, John. I personally feel most white people have some unconscious racism. Most not aware of it, realizing white privilege is a start. Exactly. When all that shit was going down with Obama, and I was on Facebook a lot more, and I was trying to, I went through a bunch of discussions about white privilege that I think white people misunderstand when people talk about white privilege, and if they don't, especially if they're, right-wingers or whatever, they think that you're saying that white privilege means that all white people are rich or wealthy. And that's not what that means. All it really means is that just based on the color of your skin, just based on that, a person you don't even know, but just on the color of their skin, if they're white, then you kind of like give them the benefit of the doubt. Whereas someone who's dark-skinned, you automatically, it's like the opposite of white privilege. You automatically think the worst, or you suspect them of something. They must be up to something. But a white person, you're like, oh, come on in, come on through. That's what white privilege is, basically. But a lot of white people think that if you're talking about white privilege, that because then they'll say, hey, look, I've worked hard my whole life. I'm not wealthy. I'm not rich. That's not what white privilege is. It has nothing to do with your wealth. It's about just being judged as maybe as a good person just on the color of your skin. Automatically, you're given the benefit of the doubt that you're a good, honest person, where you could be the biggest fucking crook in the world. But because of your white skin, people are just going to automatically assume, oh, this guy's good, let him through, or whatever, But then they see a black kid or a black person, it's like, whoa, 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 hang on a second here, That's basically what white privilege is in a nutshell, at least according to Trucker John. Take that as you will. WW says, we don't want weapons in our streets, but we want to put $60 billion in weapons on the streets of Ukraine. We would actually prefer to put it on the battlefronts of Ukraine, Wes. I'm calling you out, WW. We know it's Wes. You can't fool me. Because they're in a war. They're in a war zone. Numbnut, whatever. So you're comparing. There's no comparison. It's a false comparison. Okay, dipshit. Gerald DeSeam says, you're absolutely right. Democratic Party is the big tent party. I was just inferring legacy media wants Fox new viewers and money, so they stray right because hard right MAGAs see Dems that way. Rosebank John, debating West is a waste of time. You only win if he lets you. He's freaking brilliant and at times hysterical. I might go with the hysterical part. I'm not sure about the brilliant part. Big Hook W, your alternative facts don't fly here. Julie says, I agree, John. I don't like blocking people or having a different opinion. I don't want to just exist in an echo chamber. That's right. I agree with that. How many minutes am I behind in the chat? I'm probably like 20 minutes behind, huh? Oh my God, it's 12 o'clock already. Oh shit. Oh my gosh, guys. I said I was going to go off at 12. See how the time flies? Doesn't it just seem like it was like 11? Now it's already 12 Pacific time? Wow, guys. So I'm going to have to skip all this chat. I'm sorry, WW. I didn't get to... you probably, had some brilliant things to come back with. I'm going to have to skip all that brilliance. Sorry. And I am kind of sorry because, I don't mean to just call you names and then leave. But I see a lot of stuff here by WW, and God bless you. MJ McDaniel's here. I always say MJ McDaniel every single time. MJ. Sorry for saying that, but I always mispronounce your name. I always put a Mick in front of the Daniel. I don't know why. But anyhow, thanks for being here. I'm not going to read the chats because we gotta end the show. But WW is there. Weapons do not create peace. Never have. Death creates peace. Really, death creates peace. How about the Russians packing up and going back the fuck home? That'll create some peace. Tell them to get the fuck out and go back to Russia where they belong. Hegemony. Okay, so I said I wasn't going to read the thing because we are out of time. It's 12:04 here in Pacific time zone. I just want to thank every single one of you, even WW. And I know I was getting name calling, and I apologize, but it's Wes, and I love Wes. We all love Wes. And all of you guys, man, you guys are great. You're awesome. Even Ichabod Deer, who's getting kind of mouthy with me. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. But I love you guys. Let's get the old subscriptions up and let's come back. I was thinking about doing a 3 o'clock show. I like to do that 3 o'clock lead-in to House. So if it's okay with you guys and with Jolie and everything, maybe we'll do a 3 p.m.er. In about 3 hours, we'll just do a little quick hour. You know how the hours just fly by, so it'll be real quick. So we'll do I'm going to come back on today at 3 p.m. Pacific time, right here. Maybe we can pick up where we left off. And, I love you guys. All right, so I will see you. I'll see you in a few hours because I'm going to come back on. Whether or not you guys want to come back on, I'm going to be here. I will be here, right here in my little chair. And even if it's just me, talking to the wall. All right, guys, thank you so much. Awesome that you're here. Love you guys, man.